Hello, thank you for joining me. Well, today's video is all about making custom programs for your metal detector. What sort of things should you take into consideration and what are the pitfalls? Let's get going. Now, owning a programmable metal detector will appeal to a lot of different people, but for those who don't want to press buttons and get involved with software, they can just use the switch on and go programs, which are great, but we get to that a little bit later in the video. Today's video is about making your own custom program. So what's my approach when thinking about making some adjustments to the factory programs? You need to firstly take into consideration where you're detecting, because different fields can make the detector react differently, as we've all seen on different videos. So the ideal custom program would be a program that works on as many different fields with as little adjustment as possible. So when I'm making a custom program, I tend to use a two-pronged approach regarding the sweeps. There's the discovery sweep and there's the hone-in sweep. Let me explain. The discovery sweep is a sweep that stops you in your tracks, what alerts you to the signal in the first place. And then you have the hone-in sweep, which gives you a better identification. And now these patio tests or static tests, they're all based around the hone-in sweep, aren't they? Because you're not walking with it. Now I think a lot of these programs with the audio gain, sensitivity, reactivity really low, they're designed to find a deep target, but they're only going to find that deep target, A, if you know where it is, B, if you're stood over the top of it. Because very often with these ramped up programs, when you actually swing them in the field, they're unusable. When you're detecting, that discovery sweep must be calm and give you a good contrast between targets. For example, a low grunt for iron and a higher tone for the desired target. But if you've got everything turned up so much you can't tell the difference, that custom program to me is useless. I've found a little target just in front of me. Let's walk at normal detecting pace with a nice calm custom program. Here we go. There it is. Because there wasn't a lot going on in the background, you could easily pick out that target, couldn't you? So let's turn things up a little bit. Okay, reactivity 3, let's go down to 1. Audio response, let's go up a bit higher, 7. Discrimination 42, I'm going to leave that. Sensitivity, let's go up to 98. And I think that'll just about do us. Let's give it a try. Okay, let's give it a chance. Let's turn that reactivity up to 2. We've walked over it. We just can't tell what's the good target and the bad target. So that's what I mean by discovery sweeps. Keep your machine calm for the ground conditions and then just listen out for those faint signals. So after we've said all that, we better have a look, see what this target is. Coming up at about 73, which is a lovely sound, isn't it? Small or deep, I'd say. That's what it is. I think it's lead. Oh no, it's a musket ball, I think. Well, there it is. It's a piece of lead. Initially I thought it was a musket ball, but it's got that little tag on the end of it, hasn't it? So yeah, if you have any ideas what you think that is, just post in the comments below, please. And also, if this video is bringing you any entertainment or value, why not like and subscribe, and we can test some more tech together in the future. So let's talk about the hone-in sweep. Well, the hone-in sweep is the sweep you make after you found the target. It gives you more information and target location. So these hone-in sweeps are very much what we see on the buried target test beds and the patio tests. They're great for static targets if you know where the target is. And it's probably not worth going into too much detail about the hone-in sweep because that basically speaks for itself. But it's that discovery sweep that makes a good custom program. Let's just try the different tones. At the moment I'm on high square. Let's go to PWM. Bit more of a raspy sound, is it? Bit more raw. Square. And my personal favourite, high square. Not a great deal of difference between high square and square, is there? Okay, let's see what we got. Just draw the coil back until the signal disappears, which is pretty much under the nose of the coil there. Interesting. Do you know what? I think that's a part of a spear. And if it is, that's Bronze Age. We're going back a few thousand years now, but wasn't that a lovely signal? You wouldn't miss that any day of the week. Nice high tone there, look. 78, I love these big numbers on the Deus too. Another textbook signal. Another signal you really wouldn't miss. The targets aren't very deep because the plough is doing the work, it's bringing the targets to the top. And that's the beauty about searching farmland, what's been ploughed. Sometimes you don't have to work very hard at all. And there you go, look, that's a little coin. It looks like possibly a little Roman coin to me. So that's the Roman coin there. I think I can see something on it. I'm not dreaming it. So that's the result. I'll clean it up a little bit later and perhaps get a better identification on it. But I think I can see a bull on it, so will be Romulus and Remus, I'm sure. Absolutely brilliant. Talking of custom programs, I absolutely love my Techno program. Probably not the deepest program in the world, what we talked about, but it suits my ears and it suits my style of detecting, so win-win all round. If you're into your custom programs, don't be frightened to give things a little tweak here and there, but don't push those limits too far or you'll be in trouble. Let's have a little talk about the XP Deus 2 factory programs. Now we've talked about the two-pronged attack, you can kind of see where XP have gone with the factory programs. They've made programs which are stable on most land and they give you a good indication of a target. They're not oversaturated with power, they're nice and calm and do a really good job. So for those guys who just want to use the factory defaults, that's absolutely fine because you're not going to miss much. But what XP have done with these factory programs, they've left it open a little bit so the user can finally tweak the programs to suit their field, just to get the maximum out of it. Well, that's it guys, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.